Hello, this is Ian, CEO at We Offer Wellness for another We Offer Wellness provider chat. And we have the incredible Nigel tonight, who's sitting in front of his back garden. I know that much, and so
I
very
wish.
fitting. Hello, Nigel. How are you? Actually, where are you? Where are
Where
you?
am I? I'm actually based in Kingston upon Thames, southwest London. So just on the edge of London, on the edge of Surrey. So I'm by Richmond Park, the Royal Parks, Bushy Park, the river, but not far out the Surrey Hills and stuff. And in the background is Winkworth, where I do some of my forest bathing and where I do nature retreats, including painting and sound bathing and stuff, with some of the other providers on here actually. So yeah,
I didn't know about the painting, but we'll get to that in a minute, hopefully.
yeah,
That we've opened up with Forest, the whole nature thing. Tell us about what you've got with us then in terms of experiences and why you do what you do.
yeah. Why I do what I do? Well, I've always loved nature. Even as a kid, I was lucky. Even though I was born on the maybe the wrong side of town for Kingston. I always had free access to Richmond Park, and
Okay.
as a kid, used to go running there with my dad when I was 8 or 9. Down the hills and stuff for my football training and what have you. Yeah, it's always had a love for nature, and I was poorly about 13 years ago, and nature and learning to breathe differently, which we'll talk about later, got me back on track. So the nature stuff is interesting because I myself went on I do forest bathing, which is like nature therapy, basically. Um, you go, you spend slow, mindful time amongst the trees and amongst nature,
Yeah.
and it has lots of health benefits from slowing your heart rate down to balancing your blood pressure to actually help activating your parasympathetic system. The rest and digestive system is when your body works properly. So do that. It helps boost your immune system, and there's lots of science behind it. It started in Japan in the 80s, although indigenous tribes have been in nature for thousands of years and have used it. And yeah, so I got into forest bathing because actually I went on a forest bathing session myself. My wife bought me one for her anniversary present. And as I was going through it, I was thinking, I do this, or I did this with my kids when they were young,
Mm.
particularly my kids who had a bit of anxiety and ADD and stuff and background. And so it kind of felt natural to me. So I went and trained and yeah, just learned some more techniques, if you like. But it takes people out. It just takes them away from their everyday thoughts. It allows you to use your senses. So we use our eyes, our smell, our hearing, particularly. Um, yeah, all our senses and touch. Um, Virtually most of them, apart from taste. But then, of
Mm.
course, you can do the taste because you can make stuff out of, if you know what you're doing with foraging and making teas from the herbs and the natural plants. So yeah, they normally sessions are normally 2 to 3 hours. Works at corporate level, individual level. Yeah, I mean, I incorporate meditation and mindfulness, which I'm a coach of, and also I do some breath work because I'm also a breath work person, and beyond a breathwork person, I'm a breathing trainer as well. So I teach people to breathe
Look,
well to correct their health and deal with anxiety and panic attacks and calm their mind. So yeah,
yeah.
so I do it all around Southwest London, number of locations, and I can do them for individuals, private groups, corporates, social clubs, and I have public events on my site, which are on some of your sites. Yeah.
It's wonderful, and it's so important, isn't it? All the things you said then. How can anybody not go yes? Do you know what I mean? Or smile inside about that. The corporate thing. I'm interested in that because we're getting some interest just recently, actually, from corporate. So, um, let's suppose in someone who's been tasked within some sort of corporate organization that to come find a wellness day for their employees, and they come to you. What would be the process, Nigel, for something like that? I presume it's a tailor-made
It is
package.
Taylor, yeah, be customized right down to the to how much time they've got, number of people.
Yeah.
So if it's large numbers, I might need to work with some of my forest bathing peers.
Okay.
But I would tailor the program to what their needs are. Absolutely, because I work with yoga teachers. I'm a life coach myself, but I worked with different coaches. I work with people who do dance movement. I do with people who've learned to teach people to paint. So paint nature after you've slowed down with me and open creative channels. Sound bathers. Sleep therapists. So I do teach people about sleep as well as part of my program. So I can tailor it. I've run my own 5-day retreat with a yoga teacher, and I've run ones for Kingston Carers, which is a charity network with a yoga teacher. So basically they come to me and I'll tailor it, and I'm willing to travel UK, overseas, just work it out. I'm quite good at logistics and making things happen because my background's marketing. So I've done event management and stuff in the past as well. So I can make things happen and bring people together.
There's a lot in that kit bag, isn't there? And this is great. And I wanted to talk to you, because when we first kind of had this idea, or when I first had this idea, we weren't live, and we sort of bumped into each other at a wellness festival and just got talking, and that's coming up for about a year or something. But I could see then that what you do now is so aligned to your personality, and I guess life, puts things in the obstacles in the way, doesn't it? But at some point, it just kind of all seemed very natural to you, and everything, even down to the backdrop that you've got there. So look, I really hope people do come and seek you out, Nigel. And what would be the key words if somebody's coming into Real for Wellness? They might not know what they're looking for, but they're going to have a browsing type experience, okay? And they're just putting in keywords and all that. What would be some examples of the keywords that would potentially be the pathways to find you? What sort of words would they be looking for?
Well, across all my portfolio of services. So well, there's forest bathing, nature therapy, wellness, anxiety management. There would be breathwork itself, or breath training, which is slightly different. I teach people to breathe properly 24/7. So it's not just having those moments during your yoga sessions or your breathwork sessions. I do those where you're, releasing stuff out your body. Breathing training is teaching you to breathe 24/7, so you're basically more efficient, and you're maintaining your homeostasis 24/7, and you sleep better and eat better and all those things. Other things, I'm a life coach, qualified life coach with the International Coaching Federation. So that tends to be things like, oh, I'm a bit stuck. I don't know what to do. I'm stuck in my job. I'm stuck in a relationship. I spend too much time in my head. Got a busy mind. I ruminate. So things like that, anxiety, panic attacks. What else people come to me for? People come to me actually for just when they've got overcoming long COVID still. Got the odd client who's struggled with that. Asthma. So there's actual physical ailments that I help with. As I say, life coaching, mindfulness and meditation, teaching people or coming to sessions that I do. I mean, I'm lucky with nature because I can incorporate all those things. Where I live, we could do a life coaching session out in nature, walking, and it really helps the environment. I can do Zoom all around the world, which is fine, and it's good. You still build a rapport with people, but there's nothing like face to face, as we all know, for getting to know someone. Depending where it is, I'm willing to travel and stuff as well. So it's all those things. So it's physical and mind and kind of spiritual angle as well.
No, it carries the real sense of holistic, in the true sense of holistic, that there's going to be something there for everybody and for different parts in everybody, that That could be connected to. So Nigel, look, wonderful. Okay. Please, people, come and find Nigel with all those keywords. Come and just find him on the website and come and have an experience, because I'm sure you'll agree. It'll be something that you're going to really get some value out of. So Nigel, glad to have you with us. Thanks ever so much. And we'll leave it there for now. Yeah.
Brilliant. Yeah. Thanks, Ian. Appreciate it.